Yo, it's your boy Logos. Before I get into the reaction of Cam Newton's interview with his doctor, I just want to point out his YouTube channel and the clips and the thumbnails associated with this interview that he's using to bait people in. Of course, he's Cam Newton. He's already known, Heisman Trophy winner, almost won a Super Bowl. This stuff isn't necessary. And if you ask me, when we're talking about a serious topic like the black community, single parent homes, children, the effects it has on them, doing these types of thumbnails where he's acting fake shocked with his hand over his mouth or looking disgusted at this doctor because she's 41 and single, obviously trying to bait in women that are going to be upset because maybe they're 41 or 30 or whatever, single too, and makes him like a dumbass and judgmental. Once again, this could be just another situation where I'm just an old soul or whatever, but I just think this stuff kind of childish. He doesn't need to do this. He is who he is. This topic was known, talked about before this happened. I think a week ago, me and Ram talked about this on Discord. So he didn't need to do this stuff to get my attention or anybody's attention. That's the only thing I gotta say. Don't take this stuff so seriously. Don't be so angry. Don't attach yourself in your own life and your own issues to Cam Newton the way he did, because one, he doesn't give a shit. And he doesn't give a shit probably because he's rich. And he knows there's gonna be some dumbass woman out there still willing to get with him and have his kid, regardless of this stuff, multiple interviews, and multiple baby mamas and children. He doesn't care. They don't care. We shouldn't care either. That's how I see it. Let me know what you think in the comments, but let's get started.
A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
See my situation? That's a very vague question, and it's for you
What
to even,
situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in
My
relationships?
life, my life, my life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both, really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions
no.
away from this. Is can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yes, more information.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, why don't you do that from the beginning? Give her more information instead of acting like a dumbass and trying to be funny. Talk about my life, my life. Like, come on, bro. Speak. Use your intelligence. I may think you do dumbass decisions, but I'll at least give you at least a bit of grace. Instead, you studied something in college at Auburn and Florida. Like, I don't think you're a complete total dumbass. I do think you made dumbass decisions, at least regarding your family or your broken family, whatever you want to call it.
I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
Damn.
I thought I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
I didn't know you had that
baby,
much.
it's
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now,
By multiple women? What's the intent
I
of
just
just saying
want God
about
to
your
bring
wife?
him. I just want God to bring him.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just.
Because
Hey, don't do this. Because if it was just God bringing them to you and you couldn't control it, you would just be with the woman you love, and she would just get pregnant overnight, and you would deal with it and be the father. No, you're seeking out different women because you want to smash, you want to have sex with them, and you know you can afford, at least for right now. We'll see in like 15 years, you can afford to take care of those kids. That's what it is. Like, come on, bro. This is not 500 BC where you can make an excuse and say, I don't know what my sperm does. But even then, they knew what it did. Sure, even the Bible, they're talking about the seed and stuff like that. So, well, I would have to be as dumb as you are to believe that.
my point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
Drinking and driving is a
Fuck you. Oh my gosh. When a woman says the same thing because of an emotional or a fear or a traumatic reason, like she's been cheated on or abused, and she says she just want to have a kid and don't give a damn about having a father around to raise it, I think that's bad. And this is just as bad too. He doesn't give a damn. How long is this dumbass ad? This clip is only like 5.5 minutes. He took out another 30 seconds to do some ad about drunk driving, which is a good thing. But it's probably not even about drunk driving, probably about some alcohol or something. But he got put drive sober, or you get sued. Come on, man. Come on.
Decision that could change your whole world. You can face a life-altering injury or potentially rideshare, taxi, a sober friend. Decision.
Why you? Could you call a non-horny friend before you nutted in those 3 women? Like, instead of maybe, drunk driving, how about pre-bust a nut? I don't know, counseling. Crazy as hell. You need to be advertising condoms. Plan B. Something. Shoot. I'll even let you advertise for. No, I'm not gonna go there.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, and disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear.
I think at a certain point it is pretty selfish because, come on, let's be honest, guys. We know when we finna bust 99% of the time, just about all the time. And we know we should be wearing the condom, but we just take the chance because it feels better or whatever thing we cook up in our head. Come on, let's just be honest about this. Maybe it's not as far as I woke up that morning and said, yeah, I'm going to create life and not give a shit about deficits I'm going to give to my child because I'm not going to be around. But at the same time, when I'm about to bust or when I'm about to have sex, I want to feel, if I'm dumb, and a lot of guys, when they're like in dumb moments where they're just really horny, I want to take that chance of me fucking up to get this pleasure. I'll do something else instead of putting on the condom because it's going to feel better. Whether it's pulling out, whether it's plan B, whatever it may be. Or she's on birth control. Come on, guys. We know what we do. We make these conscious choices. Let's not play stupid.
So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Oh, let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with.
Exactly. And this argument about fear, like I said earlier, is just as dumb the women make it. Because nothing in life is guaranteed besides death and taxes. So you being worried about it's not going to work out, or he may cheat, or she may cheat, or she may get my money, or he just want to use me, or this, all this other stuff. Don't get married. There's no guarantee. Get the best chances that you can get. Find somebody that you think is worth taking that chance on and being fully invested in it, and try to make it work the best way you can. Like, There is no guarantees. Do you think these 60-year, 70-year marriages, people that was in love since they were 16, 18 years old, just knew they was gonna last that long? No. I could say for myself. I don't have children, and when I was younger, I thought I would have my first kid by now. Luckily, I don't because I'm not at that place yet. There's no reason to rush it. I'm not gonna rush it. Ram isn't gonna rush it. My friend's not gonna rush it because we don't see a need to. The child didn't ask to be born. So if you ask me, put him in this world, making him suffer because I can't provide or do what I want to do, whether it's financially or emotionally or maturity, being able to settle down, I just don't want to do that. Not saying I'm perfect, because a lot of guys, they do mess up and don't get it, end up getting a woman pregnant on accident, and they make good fathers. You just got to try to manage the best way you can. Making excuses and saying, I'm just not ready yet, but I'm going to keep creating life is ridiculous. He's not going to settle down with those 3 women. If he does settle down someday, I highly doubt it's going to be those baby mamas. It's probably going to be somebody younger.
And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box.
While also trying to maintain his businesses, his outside of football career, this new podcast. Like, man as famous and as successful, whatever career it may be, as Cam Newton, already don't have a lot of time. They already miss a lot of time from their families and their children. So now you're going to do it times 3 by having to be at 3 different homes for 8 different children. It just don't make logical sense.
It's unhealthy. And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health-wise, and community-wise, that Black men would stop.
Black men will what?
Stop doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless, but you over here at some point when you do get a wife, if you do, I'm saying if that's what you want, you will, you'll get whatever you want, you're trying to create a home. Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish, epitome of selfish.
I do agree. It is pretty selfish. I'm also on the other side. We are in 2024. We hear all the time about my body, my choice. You're grown, you're free, you can do what you want, you can fuck who you want, you can decide to keep a baby or not. Stop letting these guys like Cam Newton have sex with you because he's rich and he makes you wet. There, I said it. He gives you butterflies to get you wet and can buy shit for you. Then you want to be upset because he's not around for your kids. And it don't even have to be, throw out the rich part, forget that. Because like she said, got the whole Black community at different economic levels. So he makes you tingle, he gives you butterflies, he makes you giggle. It's like a roller coaster with him because you don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna be cheating on you, he's gonna be making you guys be beating on these women too at the same time to keep them in check when they get upset, when they do cheat. He's gonna be doing that type of stuff to you at the same time too. Like, just walk the fuck away. Like, come on. At the end of the day, this is your life too. You're not our slaves. You can choose what man you decide to be with and what man you decide to have a kid with. Y'all screaming all the time. Y'all want to keep mentioning that in this election. So why can you not, I don't know, employ that, practice that with people like Cam Newton? Doesn't mean he's good and he has no responsibility in this. He has a whole bunch of it. But y'all aren't blind. Hope y'all not stupid. Some of you are. I hope all of you not. I don't think all of you are. So you know what he is. You hear what he says, or you keep fucking with guys like him because you like it. The people that do it, they like it. In some sick, weird, morbid, maybe trauma-based reason, they like it. So if you're a person that keep repeatedly getting with Cam Newton's, what can I say to you? At a certain point, it's also on you. And it was at the first time. You don't want to say that because, you know, it's inappropriate. But you know, it's kind of funny. When Kevin Samuels was having these type of conversations with women about this whole type of dynamic and letting guys busting you and having kids with them, people was getting upset. Cam Newton, dumbass, saying something similar. Now people want to jump on and say, get the short. Can't make this shit up, but can't get emotionally invested. This is the world we live in. Like I said 2-3 years ago, it's like the Twilight Zone at this point. So much stuff that I can't even make it up. It just happens. If I wrote it in the book, you wouldn't believe it because it just doesn't make any sense. But people are people, and different things will cause people to do really crazy, stupid stuff. That's the way it is. I'm not gonna do the whole interview or react to it unless you let me know you want to, and I'll probably do more clips if I have something worthwhile to say. But that's how I feel about it in general, at least. Maybe different, I don't know, points of view or more clips. Maybe I have something different to say, but I doubt it. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's your boy Logos. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.